Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Kim with Work Hard, Travel Well. I'm just waiting for a few people to join and we'll get started. Well, thank you for joining me this evening. I definitely wanted to start this video off for the week because tomorrow is National Plan for Vacation Day. And we're at the beginning of the year. A lot of us have probably had our vacation start over, so I wanted to give some tips for planning a vacation so that we can hit tomorrow with the ground running on National Plan for a Vacation Day. So, again, my name is Kim, and I'm the creator of Work Hard, Travel Well, and Work Hard, Travel Well is a website designed to inspire people to take time out from their busy schedule and see the world. I was one of those people that never stopped to just take a vacation. I was always working, 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 and felt guilty of taking a vacation. So I made it a mission to always plan a few trips throughout the year. And I've been very successful in planning some great vacations and also without breaking the bank and saving some money. So I just wanted to start out with some tips to help you with planning a vacation since we're at the beginning of the year. And again, tomorrow is National Plan for Vacation Day. And the first thing that you need to do is definitely pick out a destination. And there are some pretty good resources to help you with that destination. First, of course, being the Work Hard Travel Well website, as well as the Work Hard Travel Well channel on YouTube to inspire you to pick out some destinations. You can also pick out a destination based on the flight deal, or you can go ahead with a destination in mind by visiting the U.S. News Travel website as well as TripAdvisor. They put out lists every year that tell you about top destinations, destinations to save money, and after you go into U.S. Travel News website, you can look at the destinations down to when's the best time to visit, the weather, and different things like that. So it'll show you the best time to visit based on peak season or low season. Peak season will be, of course, when there's good weather and it's going to be a lot of tourists there. So you can expect the prices to go up high. So whenever you see that peak or high season in the notations, just know to expect crowds, and also the prices will be very high. Or you can go in low season, which may not have the best weather. So it's all up to your budget and what you want to do, but at least have that in mind by looking at the destination. Okay, so I want to go to Phuket, Thailand, and you narrow down to when's the best time to visit, what events might be going on, and that can help you put your destination as well as your time frame in mind. Another way is to look at flight deals to help you pick your destination. And I will say that most of the times when you see those very cheap flight deals, it is because it might be, low season or something going on. Or either the destination is very high in terms of things to do, costs, the currency, and things like that. So, if you use the flight deal to pick your destination, definitely go back and look at what the weather is for that time frame. Look at the fine print for that. When you have to travel by, and look at that information to see, help you plan, if you want to get that flight deal. Another thing to look at is once you have that destination down pat, you can look at package deals versus either booking the flight and the hotel or lodging separately. And, there's different opinions. There's pros and cons to both. I've used the Groupon Getaways for booking a destination versus booking things separately. Most of the time when I've used Groupon Getaways, it is probably one of the, it's a budget-friendly hotel packaged in. So just look at those packages. A lot of times you can try to find some really good deals to where you could probably come out better than a package. But, a way to once you narrow down that destination, I would encourage you to use some type of Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets to kind of compare the two and see how much each costs. And once you narrow down that kind of cost, you can look at ways to save money. So you narrow down kind of just like which option you're going to go with. So if you're booking things separately, you will also along the way need to Google for discounts. So anytime you're booking anything, saying, hey, I'm booking a Hilton hotel, Google for the current promotions for Hilton hotels. Or sometimes they have coupons for Groupon getaways. So that is a way that you can cut costs. And once you have what you're going to be paying, you can either share that sheet with whoever's going on share that spreadsheet with whoever's going on the trip, as well as have that in mind. So you can start saying, if you're going on that trip in September, you can start to save per month, by cutting out different extra things that aren't needed, or just saving so that you have that spending money and that money for the trip. Also, you could look at debit cards and credit cards that give you money back per purchases. So whenever you do travel, you'll have a credit already built up for when you do travel, as well as you can get credit back when you're using your card while you're traveling. So those are the things to look at. Along the lines of money, when you're also researching a destination, I would recommend checking out how much things cost. There is one site that is called Numbeo, and that is a site that tells you, how much meals cost in a city. So it is based on data that people input, but it shows you the dates that the last data was input, as well as it kind of shows you things. So one shock that I had, I did not research this before, but I went to Turks and Caicos, and things are very expensive there because they are imported there. So, for example, went to the store because I did not do it all inclusive. Went to the store to buy orange juice. That was $6. Gas was $6 because I rented a car. $6 per gallon. So just knowing those things ahead of time can prevent just turning that trip into a very expensive trip, more so than you had planned. Once you have that destination, another thing I would recommend is using TripAdvisor or Viator to research the tours there, so you know of things to do. So you know if you want to use a tour guide, or if you want to use some of that information and make up your own tour along the way. But those are the things that I would start planning ahead of time before you go on that trip, so that you're not kind of just there waiting last minute. You might be in lines. For example, I went to Italy, and it is very, when you're going during peak season, it is advised that you get the tickets ahead of time, because it could either be sold out or you'll be waiting in long lines. So you don't want to spend your vacation waiting in the long lines. So, going back to flights, when you're looking for flight deals, there are a few sites that I would recommend. Momondo, Google Flights. Google Flights gives you alerts. Skyscanner is another one. And Google Flights gives you alerts, as well as it allows you to be able to input your price, your budget, as well as the time frame that you want to go on, and it can help you also decide on the trip. I would encourage you, when you're looking for flight deals, to not just look at your city. Be kind of flexible and be not afraid to go to another city to fly out. It can be if you're checking a bag, it can be kind of a hassle, but sometimes the savings are worth it. For example, I went to Italy out of New York. I'm based in Atlanta, but once I went to New York, I was able to save about $300 on the flight just by flying out of New York. Now, I had to, of course, get my bag from baggage claim and then go back into the airport, but I did it so where I had a whole day to explore New York and then come back to the airport. So just be flexible, and don't be afraid to, go to different cities for your deal. And if you're doing group trips, I would recommend not to use one person to reserve everything. definitely use some type of third party to, like maybe a travel agent, or use someone else to book everything so that you're not relying on one person. Also, when you're booking flights, check out the things that your credit card offer or your debit card, because a lot of times your credit card will offer some type of travel insurance in the event that something happens. So these are some of the tips that I have for reserving, just planning your vacation. Again, tomorrow is National Plan for Vacation Day, so I definitely recommend taking some time out tomorrow to kind of get a idea of where you want to go this year so that you can budget for your vacation. I'm going to include in the link in the description of this video a link to my free list that includes about 50 tools and discounts that you can save money with Airbnb, hotels. So every little thing helps with saving money for the trip. And if you sign up on that list, it's a free list that you'll get to help you save money on your trip. Let's see. Okay. So I wanted to see before I end this live video if anyone has any questions. Okay. But definitely sign up on the list that I will include in the description of this video to get more information on saving. Also, I have top travel hacks on the website. Visit that information, but I'll include that there. And let me know if you have any questions or want to see any more information on travel hacks.